Hello, my name is Mark Doten. I have a new story collection, Whites, out from Graywolf Press on August 19th. And I'm going to read the first page and a half or so of the first story, which is narrated by a fictional version of a well-known tech billionaire in the seconds after one of his space rockets explodes on the launch pad. It's called Even Elon on Human Meat. I was there that day, swept along on waves of heat and data when I felt under my left foot, then the right, the unmistakable yuck feeling that I was walking on a human body. I had never walked on a human body before, but I knew that's what it was. Even in my Nike Alpha Flies with their next-gen cushioning tech, even as the launch team came shrieking past me like idiots, hair on fire and hands flailing overhead, it was, yep, that's a human body. The foot is our interface with the ground, our main point of contact with the planet we live on, and it gives us both postural control and much of our proprioceptive capacity, that is, our feel for our own bodies as they extend into and move through space. 26 bones and 33 joints and more sensory nerves per square inch than anywhere else in the human body, along with 100 plus tendons and muscles, and that's for each foot, so double it. I wondered, was anybody else walking on a human body? But no, it was only me, I'm sure of it. I was the only one walking on a human body, and that quality of being on a body seemed to slow time or thicken it, and we were the center of everything, the human body and I, the serene point around which whirled 1,000 torched idiots. The human foot and its capacities had already been front of mind for me. A thought in one sector, you see, leads to innovation in another, which leads to another thought, another innovation, and yet another sector, and so on, which is another way of saying that everything is connected. And when I am in a flow state, I find those connections profoundly legible. And so, even as our rocket was successfully test launched, and yes, it was a great success, a rocket that blows up is often the most successful rocket, because the fact of the explosion is so rich with data about the rocket and the launch procedures, and revealing the incompetence and bunglers who needed to be axed. But I was also thinking about the next major event, the humanoid robots we'd be demoing on Tuesday. Robots that would require the same sort of robust, intuitive mapping that I myself was bringing to bear as I slowly walked across the body of the human female. Thank you.